What is up, guys? Coming at you again today with another review. This is episode 2 out of 4 in our best metal tip pellet series in 22 caliber. Last time we reviewed the 2 out of 5 star rated Crosman Gold Tip. Today we're going to go with another high quality manufacturer that's previously brought us some great rounds in the past. This company I'm talking about today is Predator. We're going to look at the Predator Metal Mag. Why the Metal Mag next? The Predator Metal Mag is actually the most visually similar round to the Crosman Gold Tip that I have in this arsenal. I feel like it's a good follow-up to see if maybe the tolerances are different on the Predator rounds that might make them more applicable to more platforms. I wanted to test these against the 25 caliber Hornets that I tested in a few videos back out of my Marauder, but Predator doesn't actually make the Metal Mag in 25 caliber, so right now I have to settle for 177 and 22 caliber as well. Now, the main reason why I gave the Crosman Gold Tips 2 out of 5 stars was because of the fact that the gold tips were physically falling out of the pellets themselves as I was loading the magazines. Take a look back at the link in the description. It's the previous episode of episode 1 with the Crosman Gold Tips, and you'll see exactly what problems we encountered there. Hopefully the Predator pellet does better today in its quest to become the most effective metal tip pellet. We're going to hopefully be running these pellets today through the same 3 platforms that we previously attempted to run the pellets before on the previous test. These platforms are going to be the Deanna Chaser in 22 caliber to CO2 carbine, the Gamo Swarm 22 caliber, not to be confused with the Gamo Swarm Magnum. Then finally, to round off the power levels, we have the Hatsan Vectis, which is just about 1000 FPS PCP lever action air rifle. Alright guys, let's break the tin open and see exactly what we're getting into today. Alright guys, what you can see in front of you here is going to be the Predator Metal Mag. This is basically the answer from Predator excuse me, to all of the metal tip pellets that are on the market, like the Hornet, like the Skenko Ultra Mag, and as tested previously in episode 1 of this metal tip pellet series, the Crosman Gold Tip as well. As you can kind of see here, guys, these look very similar to the Crosman Gold Tips that we previously tested in the last episode, except for one small fact. It appears as if the hollow point cup on the Predator slightly more folds over the metal tip that's inside of the center of the pellet. Just barely. It's not a lot of a difference, but maybe that small shoulder will be enough to keep these gold tips inside of the pellet and not have 2 of them fall out, as I previously saw when I loaded the last episode's magazines. Alright guys, as you can see here, we have our same 3 magazines that we previously had in the last episode. We're going to go ahead and do it backwards this time though. We're going to go ahead and load up the Hatsan magazine first, based on the fact we know that's going to for sure fit, and we'll go from there and see what else actually works with these rounds. Alright guys, sorry if that took a little bit longer than it should have, but it is somewhat cold and I have fat fingers, so those 2 things don't go together well. Hatsan magazine successfully loaded. Oh, we just snuck it by. Kind of seat this guy a little bit. Totally snuck it by. Alright guys, this is 100% just unedited footage. No cuts in here, so you can't see that I've done anything weird to it. Oh, I actually fell out the front, so probably want to keep your finger over the front hole while you load these guys. Alright guys, so we have one of 2 things is going on here. Either A, these pellets are physically slightly shorter than the gold tips we tested last episode, or B, Predator has done a better job of seating the gold tip into the pellet itself, therefore decreasing the size that it actually protrudes, and for that reason it loads better in the magazine. Whatever the reason is, this barely fits, but does fit for sure in the standard issue 10 round Gamma Swarm magazine. That's 10, boys. Alright guys, final mag that's up is a chaser. Let's get it. Chaser time. Slips right in, doesn't even drag. Boom. This is just standard issue pellet loading at this point. All of the concerns that I had as far as the Crosman gold tip is concerned absolutely disappeared. Didn't have to fight that whatsoever. I feel like those are totally valid results. I didn't have to break the Leatherman out. I used the punch one time to seat one pellet that was slightly larger in diameter than the others. But as far as being able to fit the Predator Metal Mag into rotary magazines that longer pellets don't normally fit into, this has been 3 separate brands, 3 separate platforms of airgun, and all 3 magazines are successfully fully loaded. Alright guys, we're out here at the range this morning. It is early, it is cold, I am freezing, but I am making this video for you guys. So what we're going to do this time is, instead of testing the chaser first, we're going to go ahead and let the chaser stay inside where it's nice and warm, instead of having the CO2 cartridge be affected by the cold. We'll go Hatz Invictus, Gamma Swarm, then chaser, so we have a nice fair result for the CO2 gun that's definitely going to suffer long term in this cold. I forgot how loud this thing is. This thing is loud. I can't even try it like a PCP. Alright guys, it's actually a really good group for a brake barrel, but then again, I definitely think that the Gamma Swarm, when rested on a bench, is one of the most accurate brake barrels I've ever had. Alright guys, the one thing that can't be overlooked about the Deanna Chaser is just how much damn fun it is to shoot. I felt like the pellets were performing well enough with open sights to where I just went ahead and finished out the remaining 2 pellets in the 7 round magazine instead of just shooting a 5 round group for you guys. Alright guys, as you can see, down there we got our 240 frames per second high-speed camera, as well as 4 playing cards set up in a row. Now I have never attempted this shot. Typically when I shoot cards, I shoot them 1 at a time or maybe 2 in a row if I'm really feeling good that day with the Marauder. This is definitely not a trick shot that I've tried with the Vectis. But considering how tightly these pellets grouped in today's testing, I'm just going to go ahead and throw you guys that extra YouTube bone and see, will it cut a card? Not only will it cut a card, but will it cut 4? Let's give ourselves a fair chance, get a fresh magazine loaded up, and see if we can cut these cards in half, guys. Let's go down there and see what we actually did, guys.
Where is, oh, the 5's in the pool.
Alright guys, as you can see by the very soggy piece of 5 that managed to make its way into my pool, we were definitely able in one magazine to go ahead and touch some cards from 15 yards. The Hatz Invictus spitting out the Predator Metal Mags fared very well today and did not leave a single card unscathed, even though it only cut 2 cards in half. given the fact it only took 12 shots. I don't have the exact hits and miss counts offhand, but this is pretty good and definitely easily considered hunting grade accuracy. Today's test proved to be nothing short of stellar. Predator continues to, and has from the beginning of their product line, put out some of the highest quality pellets you can push out of a barrel. This test, no exception. Absolutely outstanding stuff. Don't want to give it the full 5 out of 5 stars because we still have 2 more competitors, but this is going to come in at a solid 4.5 out of 5 stars, only being docked that half a point because there are 2 competitors left to test. I feel like this leaves a little bit of room for other competitors to potentially outdo this round if they perform in an exemplary fashion, but the standard is also set in such a way to where if nothing can come close to this, this still is our 4.5 out of 5 star winning pellet. We'll see how the next 2 tests progress, guys. Definitely don't miss episodes 3 and 4. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here for the day, but if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that bell notification so you can stay current on what we got going on the channel. If you really like this video, make sure you share it so that somebody else can see it. As always guys, shoot safe and I'll catch you in the next one.